tips, yo, strategies to share. Learn the way to market, put your business up there. Tune in every day, digital marketing, yeah, we know the way. Come learn and slay. Build your brand strong, make your money long. With the podcast groove, can't go wrong. From SEO to social, emails that entice. Grow your audience big, take our advice. Tune in every day, digital marketing, yeah, we know the way. Come learn and slay.
All right, happy Wednesday. We're back. It's Wednesday. Digital Marketing NetWurk, Mickey Black, Jennifer J here to talk about SEO. And I know we've talked about SEO a couple of times. And I thought today we'd dig deep into like just a product demo or like a product exploration, whatever you call it. But now, Jen, you had mentioned you were getting, or you were into looking for a different SEO tool or something like that?
Yes.
So what tool were you looking at?
So what happened is I was taking this course, and the course gives you like all the different tools for SEO that you can use, whether free, whether paid. And so I tried a lot of them. I have some extensions on my Chrome that I don't even know what they are. That's going to, check my SEO or do those things. One of the things I do use is keywords everywhere. I do use that.
Me too.
Okay, I use that, and then SEMrush.
Cool. Well, I got so I've historically used SEMrush a lot. I also use some tools that are native to like WordPress, so like I do a lot of sites in WordPress. Mm-hmm. So I'll use, I don't know if you've ever heard of Yoast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use Yoast on the back end. There's a couple of other tools that I'll use to kind of just check the content and give me SEO reports. But recently, I just got back into SEMrush because I remembered how great they were. I remembered how expensive they were. So I didn't really like paying for them. But right now, I figured I'd give it another run. And I wanted to share with our audience kind of what they have to offer nowadays and what that looks like. And maybe take a look behind the curtain to see exactly how effective, what are some of the AI features that they've built in, what really is the scope of reporting that you're going to get. So I don't know if you're game. Do you want to take a look behind the hood? Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's do it. All right. So first off, let's begin here, just kind of looking at what type of tool you've got. So this is not like your 1995 MailChimp. It's not, a low-end tool. You want to start with this. You're going to at least start at $139 or $140 a month. And then you can build up to $50, $500 a month. So that's a pretty pricey. I don't know about you, Jen. How do you pay that much for your typical tools?
I mean, I pay that much to run the back end of my business, right? And so that's the first hurdle, right? But as you scale in business, you're going to need other things depending on, your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. You're going to need to add certain things. It may not be this software, but there are other softwares that you may have to utilize that are specialty. See, this is a specialty software. So what do we say about specialists? You charge more when you specialize. So I think for what it does, that's probably pretty low.
Cool. Good point. It is a special product. It is super powerful. I'll show you kind of what they've got going on back here. And maybe I'll just start from the top. They've got a SEO dashboard, and that's like your main area where you're going to see all of your high level information and all of the different metrics of the different projects that you've got going on. As soon as it loads up, we'll take a look. But you'll see over here in the menu, you've really got your domain overview, the analytics, and all of the different aspects of the SEO tool. So your keyword overview, your keyword magic tool, and strategy builder, so you can start to take a look at the performance of the different keywords and how they build up. But here's the main dashboard, and you've got some really interesting metrics. I did a run on network.ai, so we can kind of see some baseline information. And I don't know, is there anything that stands out to you in terms of the metrics that are here? I've got like a 75% site health, 93 pages.
Rusty. But you aren't using a lot of keywords. So that's
I'm
what I
not.
see. So I do see that on that. And what I really like about this software, number one, of course, if you're looking at this, you're probably like, oh my God, what is this? Of course, you need to have someone walk you through this and be able to help you understand, you know, what these things mean, how you need to use them in your business. And so the only reason why I know this is because I too took a course on Udemy and this was one of the softwares. But what's really fascinating is that in combination with this software, he used other softwares to accomplish certain things, because even though they are the specialists, other softwares do certain parts of your keyword search and your SEO strategy better. So it was like, pull this from here, go into SEMrush and pull this, do this, go to the Chrome extension. So again, the specialists have to tell you, you know, how to use it. But I love using SEMrush because it was just so much easier.
I think that's, and I like that point that you made where you're talking about using it in tandem with some of the other products. And I was trying to get to my Google Analytics, but that is one of the other products where you'll use it in tandem with something like Google Analytics to give you a holistic picture of what's going on. So that's a very good point.
Yeah.
So now, do you ever use some of the keyword overview tools?
Yeah, so
I'm going to do...
Oh, you're getting jiggy with it.
Yeah. so I'd run a search, or an audit rather, on specific keywords that you might want to integrate. As you saw, I didn't have a lot of keywords, so I was looking at different ones and seeing what the different ones that were related to me but were non-competitive. So that was one of the secrets that I learned, is looking at different keywords. Let's look at AI marketing. And let's say at a top level, AI marketing itself, there's 4,400 searches a month in terms of volume. So you know there's at least over 4,000 people looking for AI marketing every month on Google. And while it's not extremely competitive, it is pretty difficult. So you'll need lots of reference domains and a pretty high authority to really compete effectively. But what they don't tell you always is that a lot of times there's sub keywords that are less competitive. So you'll see, say, something like, how many marketers are using generative AI? And so that's what you would call a long tail keyword that you can actually compete on, because it's less. And so it says right there, it's possible. So if you have well-structured content, you can compete for, and it's not as big as 4,000. You've got 1,000 active searchers. But if you've got 1,000 people and you're able to rank high and compete, that can have a significant impact on your business.
Yeah, no. And what
So
I like.
Have you used go ahead.
Go ahead. Have I used what?
I was going to ask you, have you used the long tail keywords for some of your content?
Yes, yes. So that was the strategies. It was number one, exactly what you said. So you search for the main keyword, but then actually once you explode that keyword, it shows you the sub keywords under it, and you pick those and then the long tail keywords that go with it. So when you think about long tail keywords, I use them in like blog posts or articles like on LinkedIn and blogs that's on my website. I put those in there. It could either be the title of it or like a subtitle or things like that. And then you can also use it in your social media marketing, right? Your
Yeah.
Instagram post. Just I remember one time we tested out the Instagram post itself being just so SEO infused, and it does work on LinkedIn. Now, I don't that was a year and a half ago. So I don't know if it worked now with the current algorithm, but yes, long tail keywords are just as good because then it also gives you the questions, right? As you see there. So
Yeah.
it gives you the keyword variations and the questions that people are asking. And so you could create content from that, right? You could create a video. How many marketers are using generative AI in 2024? And
I
so
like
you
it.
can use that as content.
I like it. I like that idea. I like it. And just to kind of note, just to make sure people catch it, looking at these long tail keywords and repurposing them and kind of expanding the reach into social, into video. So you can take this and do a LinkedIn post based on how many marketers are using generative AI. You can take that and make a video and really expand on the reach of your content. I think right now it's all about repurposing. It's not always about doing something new. Sometimes it's about expanding the reach of what you've got. I love that point.
Mhm.
Awesome. So I think we've got some really cool notes, kind of just to go over what we were talking about in terms of SEM Rush. We took a look behind the hood. In terms of pricing, you're going to be between 150 to 500 looking at it wholesale. But you know what? Once you consider that's a specialized tool, that's really not a lot, the value that it gives you. And then just looking at the holistic readout and looking at this dashboard where you've got all your comprehensive information, I can see I need some more keywords. And then you've got these overview tools and keyword strategy tools that let you see how to actually build out content in response to the opportunities that are there. Sometimes you don't have to go for the big words. Sometimes the less competitive long tail keywords are really where it's at.
Yeah, for sure. And then for those of you who may be watching and you're like, what in the heck is SEO? So SEO stands for search engine optimization. And what it is it's just how people find your content. When you click in that search bar, what you put in there matters for what it pulls up. And so what happens is you put in um I don't know, hazelnut coffee, right? And so anyone that has hazelnut coffee in their titles, in their content, anywhere on their site, that's what it's going to pull up. So again, this is important because we know that everything is becoming mobile and people are searching for things using voice. So even with the voice search, now that ties into this because they're able to do the same thing. The process doesn't change. It's just the method of how it got to the search is how it changes. So this is why you want to use SEO in conjunction with everything else we talk about when it comes to marketing and capturing your leads and making sure everything is tightened up. Now you want to add this into the mix. So when do you think about it? You really should be thinking about it when you first are putting up your pages and putting anything out digitally. You should be thinking about that in your messaging. What are people searching for? What are the keywords I need to use naturally, not stuffing it, but naturally in my content and on my pages.
And I like that you mentioned the whole voice search piece. And I'm gonna mention, have you heard of I forget, I think it's like SGE. I think it's search generative engine or something like that. That's where the AI is creating the results based on what it intuits of the topic on its own search, and will serve you up its own independent answer.
Yeah, it does it now on Google.
We'll have to talk about we'll have to talk about that next time. We'll have maybe next week. We'll have to talk about what impact that has on the marketing space, where Google now isn't necessarily referring your page anymore. It's reading your page and just serving up what it thinks your page is about. But probably too much for today, but we'll definitely have to talk about that next week. Oh, and speaking of next week, so next week, Thursday, the 19th, there's something going on.
Mickey, today is Wednesday, September 18th.
September 18th.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
This week,
never mind.
This week, Thursday.
This week,
Tomorrow,
Thursday.
we will be learning how to use AI, automation, interactive keywords, and chat in your business to get more sales. So if you want to learn how to install these things in your business and utilize them, go ahead and text systems to the word 470-517-7006.
All right. Tomorrow, be there or be square. I'm all mixed up. Anyway, in the meantime, we'll see you back here tomorrow. In the meantime, stay automated, people. Later.
Listen up now. Gotta tell you about a show, Digital Marketing NetWurk, with a secret flow. We got the tips, yo, strategies to share. Learn the way to market. Put your business up there.